Water is the main weapon in the China's geopolitical chess. Why is water so important for China? Many centuries ago, the great Chinese philosopher Zheng Tezu observed, the nature of water is such that it avoids heights and hastens to the lowlands. When a dam is broken, the water cascades with irresistible force. Now the shape of an army resembles water. Take advantage of the enemy's unpreparedness, attack him when he does not expect it, avoid his strength and strike his emptiness, and like water, none can oppose you. Modern China seems to have learned the ancient master lesson well. It has unleashed water wars on Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand. Even as China's neighbors deal with COVID-19, the disease caused by the new coronavirus, they are experiencing their worst drought in living memory. In 2019, Mekong started to dry up. Monsoons failed to arrive till May, thanks to the El Nino phenomena that delayed rains until July. The drought caused water levels to drop to the lowest levels in more than 100 years. Although the Mekong Delta had a bumper crop, the drought demonstrates the specter of water scarcity in this fertile region is very real and tangible. The drought may not have affected the rice harvest, but it decimated Thailand's sugar production. Like Brazil and India, Thailand grows a lot of sugarcane. The drought decimated this crop. As a result, Thailand, the world's second largest exporter after Brazil, produced only 9.55 million tons this year, in contrast to the previous year's 14.57 million tons. In addition to droughts, the Mekong Delta is facing an acute saline intrusion crisis. 10 of Vietnam's 13 provinces are affected, and 5 of them have declared an emergency. This crisis could mean lower rice and food production for the region and threatening its food security. Today, the Mekong Delta faces acute danger. For years, experts have warned that dam building, overfishing, and sand mining threaten the Mekong. While all countries have built dams on the river, China has constructed 11 of them. During times of extreme drought, its dams hold back huge quantities of water, exacerbating the situation downstream. The Mekong River Commission (MRC) is the only inter-governmental body supposed to jointly manage the shared water resources and the sustainable development of Mekong River. But it does not include China, which controls the headwaters. It often finds itself at the mercy of the Middle Kingdom. Although Chinese Foreign Minister Wang claimed that his country suffered from air conditions, it turns out that China limited the Mekong's flow, worsening the drought. Later, its sudden release of vast amount of water caused flooding and suffering. Two questions arise from China's behavior. First, if countries in the Mekong Delta are suffering, then why don't they object? Second, why does MRC not hold China to account? For latest current affair news, subscribe News 786, like and share the video. The answer to the first question is simple. China has economic and military muscle. Other countries need China investment. They are dependent on trade with the Middle Kingdom. Furthermore, through the Belt and the Road Initiative (BRI), China has poured huge sums of money to the Southeast Asian countries. Its military might increase inexorably. It is also building artificial islands in the South China Sea. So its charm and menacing policy work quite effectively. The second question is answered simply too. China is not a member of MRC. It is a dialogue partner and therefore not bound by its rules. It can construct a dam upstream without MRC's permission. China has also set up a body called Lansing Mekong Corporation to undercut the MRC. The 5 Mekong Delta countries have duly signed up to the members. Clearly, China has added diplomatic heft to its economic and military muscle. Since China's conquest of Tibet, it controls the headwaters of some of the largest rivers flowing through South and Southeast Asia. Over the years, China has built hydroelectric dams on a scale unprecedented in human history. In an article published on Yale Environment 360 in 2013, Charlotte Lewis, a noted China scholar, observed that these massive dams project were wreaking havoc on river systems across China and Southeast Asia. 5 years ago, the spectacular Three Gorge Dam has been completed, stretching for 1.5 miles across the Yangtze. It was part of an ambitious project to build 130 dams in southwest China alone. By 2013, the country already had about 22,000 dams, more than 15 meters tall. It is now well known that dams block the flow of rivers, increase the chances of earthquakes, destroy precious environments, and shatter the lives of millions of people. They exacerbate both droughts and floods. They decimate river ecosystem, turning free-flowing waterfalls into lifeless lakes, killing plants and trees, blocking fish migration and breeding, driving species to extinction, and devastating established patterns of human life. China's dam may be terrible for environment, but they make for a good geopolitical tool. They allow the Middle Kingdom to bully countries who lie downstream. Without water, they could literally die of thirst and have little choice but to cave in with Beijing. China-India tensions.